HTML has a tag called table, which isn't just a simple tag for identifying what something is, like you would a header or a paragraph. It also has a structure to it, and you sort of use table and the tags that go inside of it to create this entire, well, it's just a table like an Excel or a grid basically. So you start with the table tag, simple enough, and that just gives you basically a rectangle to work with, and your browser figures out how wide and tall to draw this, and there are ways to specify exactly how big to make it. And then when you start entering more things into it is when it starts getting filled up and bigger. So the way to tell it you want a row is you put in a tag inside of your table called tr, and that stands for table row. So I put that here, and that just creates the first row essentially. I already drew it. So I've created a row, and now I need to enter data into the table. So I'll write table data td tag, and then I just write whatever I want. I'll put 1. This can be words, this can be numbers, it can be another table, it can be a link, it can be a picture, anything that you can put inside HTML you can put in here. And then I have to close the table data or the cell with the /td tag. And so this, I'll stand that out a little bit, this creates the data that I put. The 1 goes inside of the table data, inside of the row. And now if I were to create another one, if I said table data, guess what, 2, and then close it, and I'll put this in a different color, where's that going to go? Is it going to be underneath? Is it going to write 2 down here? Well, no, because it's on the same row. It's on the same table row, so it just goes over here, and it spaces it apart equally. And whether it's center justified, left, right, that's all the presentation side, not the structure side. So for now, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to write the word 2. And so that is the first, let's see, this table row leads us to this. And then to close this tag off, the table row, we have to say /tr. And that makes it more valid HTML. It's still not completely valid because we haven't closed the table tag, but I have something else to show you. I'm going to show you what happens if we add another table row. And I think you can probably guess what will happen. I'll create it, and then I'll only put one thing in it. Can I do it that way? Oh, that's nice. Table data. I'll just put, I just ate an orange, so I kind of have it on the brain. There's table data, and then I will end the table row. So this entire brownish pink thing is my second row, and the way that that will be represented on the thing is it will add another row underneath. And this only has one table data. This one has 1, and this row has 2. So it doesn't get split up. It's just this entire row is the word orange. If I were to split it up, it would split into the same way as the first one. And there's actually a way to specify that you want 2 of these things to be combined into 1. You can also do it vertically. I'll get to that in the next video or another video. But I just want to show you that this is a nice way to organize a lot of information on a web page. It can be used for presentation. You can say I want, a header as the first table row and then the rest of my content as the second table row, but that's sort of an outdated way to do it. It's sort of getting frowned upon now. It's not as good as using CSS, which is the preferred method of controlling the way your website looks. This is just for if you have a lot of information, if you have a lot of names and numbers, if you have someone's name and everyone's height associated with it and everyone's age associated with it, and you want to print it all on the page, that might be a privacy concern. But if you just want a lot of information to be organized in a good way, organized into rows and datas, this is the way to do it.